it has come to my attention that most of the people don't seem to understand the difference between experiencing a mystery of magic and simply being confused. Yeah, there is a huge difference between them. In fact, my favorite magician, Daryl, he was very fond of saying, confusion is not a magic. There are many things in the world that are very confusing and that have absolutely nothing to do with a magic. For example, a higher mathematics, politics, and even the English language. Today I brought with me a modest example that allows me to illustrate one of the most confusing aspects of the English language. You heard the expression, an ace in the hole. This expression refers to few card games, like stud poker or blackjack. I have few hole cards with me, one myself here. But these hole cards are two completely different types. The first card is a hole card. It's called a hole card because it has a hole. The second card is a hole card. It's called a hole card because it doesn't have a hole. In other words, it's a hole. The third card is like a second, it's a hole card. And the fourth is like a first, it's a hole card. In other words, this is the mystery using two hole cards and two hole cards. The hole cards are colored on a back. So if I put the hole cards against the hole cards, it will create the illusion of a spot card. The same is true with this pair here. It looks like a spot card, but actually it's nothing more than the hole card and hole card put together. Like this. What will happen? This time, I will just create the illusion of a spot card. And if I just snap the finger, the spot card will become a real card and the spot doesn't rub off. Haha. Over to that. It becomes a real spot card. One more time. That allows me, that leaves me two more cards and one hole card. Now remember, the other hole card or the hole card is a spot card now. I will get back to that in a minute. So here we go. One more time, if I put the hole card against the hole card, that will create the illusion of a spot card. If I tap it and snap it whole bunch of times all over the hole card, that gives me a whole bunch of spots. So I have a spot card and a whole bunch of spots. That leaves me two cards to go. One hole card and one hole card. This time I won't use the whole hole card. Just use the corner of a hole card to create the illusion of a spot card. And very quickly I will move this hole card over what used to be a spot card, but of course it's a hole card now because the hole card has been moved away. And this hole card becomes a spot card as well. But here you see the spot is so big that covers the whole card. Right? So here I have a spot card, a whole bunch of spots, and a spot that covers the whole card. Oh, you realize, of course, I'm going to keep doing this until everybody likes it. Thank you. Only one card remaining, and it's very confusing at all. It's very difficult whether it's a whole card, that's a hole, or it's a whole card that has a hole. It could be a whole card with a spot. But if I tap it or snap it, it will become a spot with a hole. So here we have a spot with a hole, a spot that covers the whole card, and a whole bunch of spots. And the reason this whole thing is so confusing is because everyone was busy watching the sports and no one was watching the whole. This was told with this whole thing, and I'm going to stick with it. That's the whole thing. Thank you very much.